All right. Hello. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good morning, maybe. I don't know what it is wherever you are, but good day or good evening to you all. Welcome to the VR Sim Pilot channel. Today, kind of a special day. We are here in the some weird effects out here for some reason. That's weird. In the ATR. And a weird shadow effect all of a sudden in this view. That's weird. In the MSFS Asobo ATR 72. I'm not sure if you guys are seeing that weird shadow, but I am. That's irritating. Anyway, yeah, I have purchased this aircraft. I actually wasn't going to, but after watching a couple of other people stream it, I kind of was like, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Foolery's World, what's up? Afternoon. All right, afternoon for you. Same here. It's like 1 in the afternoon here. Yeah, so after watching a couple of people stream it, I was like, you know what? It looks pretty cool. Like, I've never owned in any sim, like in an X-Plane, they've got the Dash 8, and, you know, I guess there are other turboprop kind of, you know, airliners out there. I've never owned any of them. Anyway, Foolery's World, the shadow knows. That's funny. So that's why I was kind of like, I'm not going to buy that ATR. I don't fly regional turboprops, but it looked like too much fun. So I bought it, and here we are. And now we're going to see what we can do with it. I got to adjust my headset real quick, folks. Sorry about this, but kind of driving me a little bit nuts with like this weird effect that I'm getting. I haven't streamed in a while either, so it was like I forgot a couple things that I usually have set up. But anyway, I think we're good now. So yeah, this is it. This is the ATR, what, 72 600? I know nothing about this plane, by the way. Like, I know, again, because I've just never had a lot of interest in these things, so I've never flown them. I don't, you know, I've only done a couple of flights in this thing too. So we're not gonna. This is not a tutorial on how to start it up, on how to fly it, on how to operate it. There are plenty of other streamers out there who have done those tutorials. I think what this is going to be is more like a VR. Let's see how this thing operates and performs in VR. Eli, looks good so far. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I've done a couple of flights in it, and it's actually pretty easy to start up and get set up and get flying and get from point A to point B. There's a couple of weird things that happened to me, you know, related to VNAV. That I hope don't happen on this flight. So we're just going to kind of keep an eye on things and get ready to use different modes up here on the, what do they call it? I'm calling it an MCP. I don't know what they call it on an ATR. The systems are kind of like Airbus. Like the overhead panel is kind of like Airbus, kind of like CRJ. The FMS is very much like Airbus from like my observations. I mean, I think they're made by the same company. I don't know a lot about this thing, but like the overhead panel kind of goes by that, you know, dark state. Like if there are white lights on, that's not good. You want to have kind of a dark state up here. So it's easy. It's pretty easy to get set up. One weird thing, there's no APU on this thing. So you have to run the right engine in something called hotel mode, which basically is running the engine, but the propeller is off using this propeller brake. And that kind of serves as an APU. It's a weird beast, but let's try to get it from here in where are we? Alicante. So we're in Europe too. Why not? Let's really switch things up. Let's go from Alicante to Ibiza. In the what is this thing? Iberia Regional Air Nostrum. I've never heard this. I've never heard of Air Nostrum before. It sounds like nostril. Anyway, Kango, what's up, man? Hey, tried the ATR, but I've had crash to desktops every flight you've done in VR. Uh-oh, that's not good. Likely something with your system, but it was fun to fly before it crashed. I haven't had a CTD. Knock on wood. But I've only done a couple flights. So anyway, so let's kind of get into it. So I have the all-in-one tablet pulled up here with VATSIM radio, of course. But I've actually kind of put the tablet over top of the tablet that comes with this aircraft. I mean, the tablet that comes with the ATR. You can't really do a whole lot with it. Like there's a payload tab, but you can't set anything in it. I don't use the performance calculator. The aircraft tab is kind of the only thing I use. Excuse me, where you can open doors and you know, add or remove ground power, stuff like that. Like the maintenance page. I mean, I don't know, I guess we should probably do these things, refill everything. I don't know. And then I use the options tab, obviously, to set up the, you know, my throttle. You do have to do the throttle setup because there's a couple of positions here that you need to kind of have synced up. Like this white band, they call it the notch. That's kind of where you have the power levers set for most of the flight, is in this little white area here. So you can set a detent for that. I mean, I have a pretty simple throttle here. I don't have reversers, so I've set just what is it, like decrease, throttle decrease. I have set to one of my throttle bindings, and that's what serves to kind of put the you know, power into I guess they call it, is it beta mode in this or just reverse? Like the condition levers, I don't have anything bound to those because honestly it was more trouble than it was worth. I don't have a dual kind of a dual throttle or dual controls joystick, so and you don't use these much in flight anyway. So I just do these manually, and then I got my flap handle bound, and that's it. Kind of an annoying thing. One thing I did find is there's no way to bind controls like on my yoke or my throttle quadrant to any of these knobs here. Like I like to have I have a left and right switch on my honeycomb yoke that I use for heading, the heading bug. That doesn't work. The bindings don't work. Same with the altitude knob. Like I like to use physical controls for that. It doesn't work. And it's been reported a lot over on flightsimulator.com forums, and it's irritating, but it's not a showstopper. I mean, it's easy enough in VR to just aim the little laser pointer at these things and, you know, increase your altitude or move your heading bug around. So whatever. Maybe they'll come out with a patch or a fix for that. So anyway, so let's get into it. Once again, not a tutorial on how to properly set up this aircraft from cold and dark. So let's go. So we have ground power here. The GPU is connected. Let's go ahead and turn the battery on. The screens are pretty cool. Like it'll do the self-test and stuff like that once the power's applied. So there you go. So there's the I guess that's the MFD, and this is the PFD. I don't even know what these are called in an ATR. One thing I noticed too is the these FMCs don't always turn on. Like you have to sort of like push one of the buttons to get them to turn on or something. Oh, maybe we have to apply ground power. So let's put the ground power on the bus, and that's good. Okay, there, that FMC turned itself on, and it looks pretty cool. I mean, the overhead looks great. I mean, the modeling is actually pretty good for 20 bucks. I mean, why not, right? So I've already loaded fuel on board and passengers. I already put kind of all the weight and balance in per sim brief. The way you load this thing, you have to use you've got to use the weight and balance screen, which kind of sucks. I wish you could add it through the, is it a McDo? Is it a CDU? What is this thing? Through the FMC. But you have to use just these sliders, and it's honestly a pain in the butt. But I have it set up close enough to our sim brief profile where I think we'll be okay. GSX does work, by the way. I'm not going to do the whole boarding through GSX because the one time I tried it, it took forever to get all the people on board. But we'll use GSX for pushback. That does work. But take a look. I mean, this thing looks pretty cool. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's not bad. The flight sim, you can do it via the FMC, zero fuel weight and fuel. Yeah, but you have to. I'm talking about the actual loadout. I don't think if you type the numbers into the FMC, do they actually load the plane? I know for the weight, you know, the weight and balance where you enter in your payload and fuel. I know you have to do that through the FMC, but I don't know if that actually like loads the plane. Maybe it does. You guys tell me. Again, I've had like 2 or 3 flights in this thing. Cool. So we got ground power, and I mean, I don't do this by any checklist, guys. So you just bear with me. I just kind of go into the FMC. Oh, it does. It does set it. Okay, cool. Because I know, like, if you go in here, and actually, let's go into the FMC and go through the initialization. So this is actually pretty, again, it's kind of Airbus-like in a way, but it's also kind of not. So our initial position, we just pull off the GPS position, and then, yeah. So here, weight. I find if you load it through the just the toolbar way, when you hold down on these keys, if you just kind of long press them, it'll fill in whatever weight you have entered into the entered in through the standard way of doing it. Fuel on board. So we're in pounds because we're in pounds because this is in pounds. This is a whole mix, and we're in Europe, so we need to have everything set to HPA instead of inches of mercury. Usually I load the plane in kilograms. Anyway, we're all over the place today. I swear I can't. Hang on one second, folks. Bear with me. My headset is all like somebody messed with it. I don't know. I gotta talk to my daughter. Like, was she messing with my headset? Cool. So we got our weights in there. We did our pos and knit. I'm not going to check nav data. Perf and knit. This is where we go in and enter the our cruising altitude, which today is going to be flight level 140, and we're in Spain, so it is flight level 140. I always have a hard time getting used to the fact that anything you don't have to get up to 18,000 feet for it to be flight levels here in Europe. I haven't flown even offline off VATSIM in Europe in a while, so this is going to take some getting used to. Kango Airbus designed the ATR. There you go. Well, that makes sense then why these systems are very similar. Cool. So we've got our cruising altitude in there, and then we can go here and look at our, well, actually, I guess we should get our flight plan in first. Where would I go to do that? Let's just go back to menu, knit, flight plan in it. There we go. Route. And there is a secondary route feature here too, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to actually pull the tablet over here, and let's see. We're going from Lille, which is Alicante, to Ibiza, which is LEIB. It's funny too, I forgot. I actually have the INI. It always gives an hourglass when you enter the to and from city pair there. I forgot that I had the INI Scenes Ibiza scenery. I bought it like as a pack on sale, and I forgot I had it. So I went ahead and enabled it through the Symlink. So we are ANE 1202. Air Nostrum 1202. Has anyone out there ever flown or heard of Air Nostrum? Flight ID. That's good. Execute that, and then we can go here to the flight plan page, and this is very much like the A320. So I'm actually going to go to our PDF and take a look at this. So we're going to use runway 10, and it's going to be the Mythos 3 Alpha. Mythos 3 Alpha, there it is. No transition, it's directly to Mythos, so let's enter that. And then from Mythos, it's going to be an airway. Now, one thing I noticed and read about, when you have an airway that you need to enter into your flight plan, don't try to enter it in using the keypad. Like, don't type in Bravo 46 and expect it to work. Just click on this the right side key here, and it'll give you a list of the airways that are available, and then just use this. So it's Bravo 46. Likewise, the exit from the airway, don't type in Ruxit. Go to the 2 and find Ruxit over here, and use the right soft key to select it. Don't try typing it in. Apparently that causes issues with the FMS. All right, so let's take a look at that. we're going to be using runway 24 at Ibiza, and it's going to be the ILS Zulu 24. Where's that? ILS 24 Zulu. Excellent. And that's going to be on the Ruxit 3 November. Star. Ruxit 3 November. And I think it's Gizlu is the VIA that we can use. And we're not on VATSIM, so I'm just going to connect all this up. And we'll fly it. I think there is ATC online, actually, but there's no way. After having like two or three flights in this thing, yeah, Gizlu is the VIA. There's no chance I'm going on VATSIM with this aircraft in Europe, where I haven't flown on VATSIM in a long time. All right, so let's execute that. Now we can go here and change the format. Oh, by the way, so this is kind of cool. There are a bunch of click spots. Now, I don't use these because honestly, in VR, it's pretty easy to get to all the different buttons and knobs to change the format and ranges of these things. But there are all these click spots that you can kind of click on here, and it will change the display. It changes the range somehow, stuff like that. So that's kind of cool if you want to use it. Again, I don't use that because honestly, I think it's kind of, oh, great. Oh, close. Okay, there we go. Not that it's cheating, but honestly, it's just not, I don't find myself needing to do that. We got to put that in hectopascals. So anyway, so you can change the format of that to kind of like plan mode, and then step through the flight plan and make sure everything looks okay. Oops. Oh, there's a discontinuity there between Bruno and Ruxit for some reason. Let's get rid of that. Execute that. Cool. And there it goes. And it will plot there is VNAV in this aircraft. How well does it work? I had a couple issues, but it does plot a top of descent point. And you know, it will try to follow a VNAV path, and we'll see how good that works once we get into it here. Cool. What did we say our altitude was going to be? Because we'll go ahead and set that. I think it was 140. Yeah, 140. So you have to use this. I can't use my joystick. Well, the numbers are tiny too. It's like the CRJ. I don't know if you guys can even see altitude bug. We need to set that to 140. Come on. So yeah, there's a couple of initial things that are, you know, things with the initial release that are kind of irritating, but nothing, no showstoppers. I don't know. Cool. So that's all in. So let's go back to our performance page, and there are our V speeds. So V1 and VR are 109. V2 is 113. And you can actually get those to go over onto the PFD if you click on the where is it? Perf. And then say confirm takeoff data, and it will send all of this over here into the onto the PFD. And then you can click this. This is auto or manual speed, and you can put this into managed mode, and it will you know, basically it's like managed speed mode in the Airbus. So that's kind of cool. All right, so that's all good. I think we're good with the setup here. So let's go back to our flight plan. Let's go back to ND. There we go. 1 second. There, let's try that. Oh, that's much better. Oh, now I can actually see. Holy cow, everything was all blurry before. This is much better. All right, I fixed it. Okay, cool. So that's all good. And let's let's maybe just move this over here. And then we can kind of go into the overhead panel and start setting things up the way we need it. So, we could do the fire tests and stuff like that. Again, this is not a full, you know, not a full checklist driven startup procedure, by the way. So what could possibly go wrong? So we can actually, the fuel pumps stay off. We can put the nav light on. We can put the logo light. Well, it's not dark out. We don't need the logo light on. These can come on. Just kind of doing this flow. Kind of each of these sections is kind of a flow. All of these can come on. Of course, they're false right now, but that's okay. The probe heat and windshield heat can stay off for now. This can come on. Let's pretend that we have all the fuel on board, so the no device and seatbelt signs can come on. Crew oxygen can come on, and these are all already on, and that looks pretty good. Cool. All right, so that's kind of that. I mean, everything else is pretty much all set up for us. I mean, we just need to okay, so what we need to do, we'll start engine number 2, but we'll put the prop brake on. So this will put it into, I guess, what they call hotel mode again. So the prop isn't going to turn, but this engine is going to run, and it'll provide power. It's like an APU, but the propeller won't be turning. So we'll see how that goes. Man, there's a lot of stuff lit up here. I think that's fine. So apparently what they do to let the ground crew know that you're going to start up engine 2 in hotel mode is, I guess they put this wing light on, and we need to set the prop brake. And I think I saw someone use this the aux hydraulic pump to do this. You have to have that on for some reason. Okay, so now the prop brake is engaged and guarded, and that's good. And now we can, let's go ahead and close up the aircraft too. Let's close the cargo door, close the main door, take the tail prop out. It's a tail prop, I guess, in case it gets too heavy and doesn't smack down on its tail. Why is that on? Okay, it's fine. Cool. So to start it up, pretty easy. Turn the engine start knob to, I guess, the first flight of the day. They use A and B, and then wait for what is it, like 15% of N2, or it's HG, whatever that stands for, and then introduce fuel. So let's do it. So let's go start AB, and then put the right side starter on, and watch for this to rise up. NH, sorry, not HG. The NH to increase to, I think it was 15, and then introduce fuel. And there's a start light on there. It looks like it has started. The oil pressure is coming up, and the ITT is starting to stabilize, and that's good. Now you can't see it. The propellers aren't turning. For some reason, the page where it's showing the propeller rotation isn't up right now. But if we go outside, so engine 2 is started. Oh, there we go. An hourglass. Engine 2 is running, but the propeller is not. So that's good. So I think I should have had these on too. So now we have power being supplied by the APU, or by engine 2, and we can look at that this way. Let's see, where is that's oxygen. Here's the electrical page. It looks like, God, how do you even read this? Well, external power is still on too, so I guess we can turn the external power. Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to put that up into auto mode, so that we actually get. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now everything is being powered by this DC generator number 2, because it's running like an APU in hotel mode. So there you go. Navy Blue, what's going on, man? We are having some fun here with the ATR. But again, if you look at it, not running. So cool. All right, so that is engine 2 start in hotel mode. Now we can use GSX. Okay, so one thing we can do is we can take the ground power unit away. We don't need it. We already disconnected it. Everything else still looks good. And now let's call GSX and have them push us back. Because they will. GSX took an update that will allow this aircraft to be pushed back even with that engine running. Here we go. Okay, so let's use... Oh, geez, I don't know. How about that one? All right, here comes our lady with the pin. And I think I have to have the chocks on for this to work. Anyway, so that's...
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Excellent. Excelente. Let's go. So far so good. We haven't done anything wrong, which is kind of cool and very surprising. A couple things we probably should have done if we were on VATSIM, obviously, is set our squawk. So we'll just squawk 2000. We're not on VATSIM, so it's all good. We can leave that in standby. Good. I love the little tractor that they use to push this back. It's not really a tug. It's like a lawn tractor with the big push bar attached. I've only used GSX to do this once too. So let's see how this goes. Oh, whoa. Sorry about that, ma'am. Jeez, she stuck her head right through the floor. Crazy. Okay. Go back here. I'm eventually going to put this here. Okay. Select pushback direction. That's a good question. I think we want to push so that our tail goes to... Well, we want 10, so the tail needs to go that way. Nose left, tail right. All right, cool. Well, they're going to do it. They're gonna push us. All right, cool. So let's turn that. Take the chocks away. Let's... I heard you. All right, parking brake released. So now, what'd she say? Oh, start at will. Okay. So yeah, let's start number 2 now. Oh, we need the beacon on because this is actually going to turn the engine over. We need this up. No. Uh-oh. Oh, there. No. There we go. Okay. All right, and now, yeah, there we go. So that engine is actually turning over. Or rotating, whatever you want to call it. Awesome. So that all looks pretty good. Navy blue clutch. You've actually been very close to where I am before. Oh, you've been to Palma? Oh, awesome. I've never been to Ibiza or Palma de Mallorca. Huh. Yeah, man, I'd love to get out there. I mean, it looks epic. I'm not sure, man. I don't know if I could take it. I think I might be too old for Ibiza anymore. Trey, what's up, man? Bro has the same computer as me, but way better performance. Make it make sense. I can't make it make sense this second, man. I don't know what to tell you. Pop over into Discord and maybe we can help you out. I don't know, man. All right, cool. So let's I think this has to go here, and then this has to be on, and then we can release the prop brake. There we go. Okay, so now my parking brake set. So now, yeah, there goes. Now number 2, we turn the parking brake or the prop brake off, and 2 is now turning, and we can put that into auto mode, and that's it. So we started up both engines. We did it. All right. Let's tell GSX that we've got 2 good starts and get them out of here.
Cockpit to ground.
Boom.
We have a good engine start.
Yes, we do. Disconnect. Yes, we do. Yeah, we're good to go. Awesome. All right, so let's go back to the ND. Trey, you use the Quest 2 as well. You're OTW right now. You're on the way right now. We're cool. But yeah, I have a Quest 2. I mean, my specs are in the description of the stream. I don't know if you're not getting... Hey, that's not right, ma'am. You're gonna have to pay for that. Man. I think this thing looks great in VR. people were complaining. I don't know, man. If you go over on the flightsimulator.com forums, sir, you're going to have to pay for that as well. Tow truck just ran through our plane. Like with the textures and stuff, people are complaining and whining. I'm like, this thing costs 20 bucks, folks. I think it's pretty darn good. Cool. So we can put the taxi light on. And we can turn all of this on. And we are good to go. I'm going to clear that out. So this has checklists built into it also, which you should absolutely follow, that I'm not, but you should. Example, the pitch trim we didn't set. Let's go back into our performance page here. Where does it tell me what my pitch trim needs to be? There's a little indicator there because we're in managed mode that would... I mean, we could just set it into that, but where do I go to get that? Perf init? Maybe weight. Yeah, 0.9 up, so need to set that. Listen to this. If you hold down on the manual trim, it makes a cool noise. Listen. I don't know why I think that's cool. If you hold it down. All right, so point. Oh, we're moving for a second. 0.9 up. Awesome. Okay. Let's go back to our perf page. So we're going to rotate at 109. Go to our flight plan page. Awesome. Oh, you're onto the Discord. Got you. Okay. Yeah, cool. Yeah, if you have questions, let me know. Unfortunately, after this flight, I have to go to a dinner. My God, I'll talk about it a little bit in cruise, but this week has been just brutal with like family events and social events, and it continues tonight. I have to go drive my daughter and I down to have dinner with my sister and her family, and I think my dad is going to be there. It's like, I just want a day to do nothing. Yesterday was, I mean, all day. My daughter had a golf tournament out in West Virginia. I was out there caddying for her all day. It was like a 5-hour round. And then, because she did really well. Hers was the first group in, and she did well enough that she wanted to, she was pretty sure she was going to be at least in the top 5. So we had to stick around for all the other groups of kids to come in. And sure enough, proud dad moment here. She actually finished 4th, which is really good for her, in a really good field. Anyway, but I was out all day. Navy blue. You don't think you'd go to Ibiza, but would rather go to Palma again? With the history and sites and beaches, yeah, man. Navy blue. You don't know all the videos on the ATR positive. I know exactly, because it's cool. It's fun to fly, man. It is what it is. It's a $20 aircraft, and the system modeling is really good. I'm gonna move you guys over here. Kango, how's my VR performance? Awesome. It's awesome. It's better than the PMDG, which I think is really good on performance. All right, so we need to do a couple of things. Let's turn the weather radar on. Let's put our transponder to on, and let us also set up the our modes here. So I'm just gonna press heading twice. That's gonna put us into roll hold, and then I'll push IAS twice, and that'll put us into pitch hold. So when we depart, we'll pitch up like 8 degrees, I think it is, and then kind of speed up to about, I think it's 1,000 feet off the ground, and then we put this thingy here into, this is the power management lever. We'll put this into climb mode. We'll turn the yaw damper on, and then we'll go autopilot IAS mode, and then we'll go nav mode. And I think that should do it. We'll see. Fuller's World, I will read this out loud, sir. Don't forget to hit that like button, everyone. Hit the like button for that trim sound. Yes, exactly. Fuller, you're taking off? All right, man. Hey, thanks for stopping by. It was good to see you. Yeah, yeah, check the video out when you get back. Just watch maybe the landing, because that should be interesting. Well, that's one thing I need to do. With this new version of the tablet, it's just like a real tablet. Like, you have to actually like launch the app. Like, I didn't know why I wasn't getting the landing rate calculator up. And I was DMing with the developer, and he's like, well, no, you have to, with the new tablet, these apps aren't running, and chewing up system performance unless you load them, like unless you click on them, just like a real iPad. So I have to, you have to like turn these on. Oh, man, we missed a lot of stuff, folks. We need to get the weather too. What am I doing? Altimeters not set. Whoa. Oh no. Oh no. No! Son of a... God. That just happened, folks. That just frickin' happened. We just had a sim crash. Well, stand by, everybody. Unfrickin' believable. Foolery, it's your fault. You've got to be kidding me. All right, stand by. Let me load it up again. God. GD it. All right. Yeah. No, I don't think you jinxed it. That hasn't happened yet. Oh, son of a B. All right, I'm putting the BRB screen up. Stand by. I'll load the sim again. All right. Back in VR. I can't see chat yet. I just figured I'd pop back in here so that you don't have to look at the BRB screen. So what the heck? I mean, seriously, that happened. That actually just happened. All right, so well, I guess we'll do one sector today. I don't have time to do two now. We'll try to get this flight done. I don't know, where were we? Let's go ramp 81. Who knows? Set as departure, fly. Unbelievable. That pisses me off. If this happens again, I mean, this aircraft gets an immediate massive thumbs down. Obviously, this is a VR review. So, I mean, if that's going to be a consistent thing, then I'm going to be really irritated and join the lots and lots of other people over on the flightsimulator.com forums who are ripping this aircraft to shreds. And now my phone's ringing. Nope. All right. Well, we're back. Let me pull up a whole bunch of stuff here. I'm going to close that. Oh, the scenery looks great. Pull up our FS desktop window. Let's pull up the chat window. Ah, there we go. Okay. Viewer. Okay, we're back. Kango, haven't found anything out yet. Oliver, what's going on, man? Kango, you and me both. I don't think I've ever had a CTD in MSFS. It's not true. I've had maybe one or two, but not. Yeah, let's hope that was a one-off. If not, then I'm not going to be real happy. All right, so we had that up. I need this back up. Please let it have all the charts that I had pulled up previously. Does it? Yes. No? What is this? All right, so I got to pull up all this again. Import flight, import from SimBrief. It's so stupid. Why doesn't stuff just work, folks? Why? Like, why doesn't it just freaking work? We're using runway 24. Okay. Let's pull that up. It was the, what was it? ILS Zulu 24 into Ibiza. Pop that up here and close that. I'm going to have to get this phone. I think it's my daughter, and I don't know what the heck it is that she wants. Great. All right. So that's all good. I'm just going to rip through the startup here, folks. Sorry about this. Kango, there's an issue with SIDS in the McDo that's causing issues. Really? Well, that's not good. Okay. Well, we'll find out. I need the weight and balance page here. I need to go to our. Let's pull that up, make sure we have it running. Let's pull this up. Actually, no, let's not pull that up. Let's pull SimBrief up here. Load data. Payload. Fuel was 4315. Okay, we got to reset all this crap now. 4315. Whatever, 4620. Close enough. Payload 13800. Takeoff weight 47,170. 47,517. That's close enough. I'm happy with that. Let's make sure that our time is set properly. Although maybe I'll just leave it where it is because, yeah, I don't want to fly this thing in the dark. Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks. All right, we're gonna go quick now. You're gonna see the super fast cold and dark startup. Not using a checklist, so what could possibly go wrong? Man, that's irritating. You're glad you're not alone. I wish you were alone in the CTD world. All right, we're gonna get this thing set up real quick. Init, pause init. Take it off the GPS. Return. Wait. Enter our weights. Perfect. Up trim is 0.9. gonna set that now. I do love that noise. It's kind of cool that we get to hear it again. All right, cool. Let's go back. Wait, nav data, perf, and knit. No, let's do flight plan and knit. Let's grab this. Let's pull this over here. Route. We're going from Lille again. Oh, this is so irritating. If I wasn't on a stream, I probably would have just firmly put my headset down and walked away. We're going to LEIB. But we can't give up like that. Not on a stream, no way. You look at that long hourglass. What the heck is with that? Like, that scares me too now. And we are ANE, Air Nostrum. 1202. That's our flight ID. Execute that. Let's pull up. Actually, I love this summary is really cool in the tablet. We're going to use runway 10. We're going to use the Mito 3 Alpha with no transition. Execute. From Mitos, it's going to be the Bravo 46 Airway. You've all seen this before. To Ruxit. Execute. Return. Nope. How about flight plan? Let's go. LEIB. It's going to be the Ruxit. I'm sorry. Hang on one second, folks. I hate to do this. Somebody at my door. Real quick. Sorry. 1 second. Tell you, between the phone ringing, somebody at my door, I mean, what the heck? Like, sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah. All right. So where were we? We're using the Ruxin 3 November. Oh, right. ILS Zulu 24. Where is it? ILS 24 Zulu. Ruxit 3 November. Jizlu was the via execute. There was a discontinuity in here. Let's delete that. Execute that. Excellent. Okay, so that's good. We probably should go into plan view and check to make sure that that does look good. Yeah. Oops. Yeah. And it does. Okay, awesome. Great. Let's go ahead and do our performance. Actually, let's put that back to that mode. Let's go to Perfinet. Cruising altitude, flight level 140. 140. Excellent. We already did that. And it's going to be V1, VR, both 109, V2, 113. Great. Let's go to our performance page. Let's confirm the takeoff data, which all looks good to me. Go back to the ND, and we are ready to start the engines. Well, you know what? Let's get the weather. It is 0906 knots. QNH is 1015. Cool. Let's actually make sure that this is set to that. Okay. Cool. Kango, you been there? Yeah. This is just the week of just chaos continues. All right, so let's set everything up. These stay off for now. These come on. The prop brake needs to come on. I'm not sure why this aircraft starts out cold and dark with the beacon light on, but there we go. That can be off. These can all come on. These on. These stay off. Seatbelts and no device sign can come on. Emergency exit lights are armed. Oxygen supply is on. And these all stay off. We are good to go. Awesome. Bearx, what's up, man? Your ATR has a self-rotation thing. You know, I noticed that too, actually. Actually, we didn't get that far before we CTD'd, but I actually noticed that too. I'm going to set the altitude here to flight level 140. Yeah, what the heck is up with that? It just sort of floats off the runway. Let's see how that goes. If we can actually make it to the runway this time without CTDing, we should be good. All right, that's all good. Everything's shut, right? We got all the doors are closed. We already did the walk around. We are cleared to go into hotel mode. Cool. Let's do that. The wing light needs to come on to let the ground crew know that we're doing this. Start. All right. NH is rising. I guess that's like N2. I don't know what that is. All right. 15. Engines are starting. Oil pressure is rising up into the green. ITT is going up, and it should stabilize in a second. Man, God, CTDs are so frustrating. Like that's like just like a dagger. It just pisses me off, quite frankly. Bearx, I don't know if you can do RNAV approaches in this thing. I've never tried it. I've shot 3 ILS approaches, and that is it. All right, cool. So we're running. I think that fuel pump needs to be on, and this can go into that mode there, which will power the generators for us. So let's turn that off, and let's get rid of the GPU here. That can go away, and then let's call for push. GSX. Let's go. We should probably have just done a power back, but whatever. It's GSX since we paid for it and everything. You can do RNAV approaches. Cool. Right. Well, for this flight, we're going to fly the ILS Zulu 24 into Ibiza. But that's cool to know that you can do that. All right. So we're going to start engines. So actually, nav should have been on. We'll turn the beacon light on. And that's good. Did we set our transponder? Doesn't really matter. We're not on VATSIM, but you guys saw me do all this already. I apologize for that CTD. I really do. The weather radar stays off for now. Cool. Okay. Here comes our push tractor thing. Hello. Hey. Get out of here. See this guy? Sometimes, man, GSX just cracks me up. You did a rollback on your NVIDIA driver and less CTDs, but not gone. Oh. I haven't updated my driver. It's been a couple weeks. So we said we wanted the nose left, tail right. So let's do that. Alright. Oh, he said please. That's nice. Parking brakes released. Let's start too. He's going to tell us that we can start. Did. Oh, the chocks. The chocks. The chocks. Great. Okay, we will. Starting one. Okay, there's 15%. That CTD sucks too, because this is a fun aircraft to fly. I've flown it 3 times with no CTDs. Maybe it's because I'm in Europe? I don't know. I did all the other flying just in the Caribbean. Which that makes no sense at all. Absolutely no sense. Is GSX worth it to buy? Haha. It depends on which day you ask me. Yeah, I like it. I'd say yes. I'd say yes. If you want that extra immersion. I actually like it just for the pushback, to be honest with you. Alright, so we're turning that one. That's good. This can go up to auto. And we can pull this back. And then turn the prop brake off. It should say unlock. So it should be spinning now. So now we're spinning 2 propellers. This can go back to auto. Boom. Gust lock off. First flaps for takeoff too. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're going to do this. Eli, an hour and we're still on the ground. Yeah, well, we had a CTD, so we had to redo the whole freaking starter procedure. We'll get airborne. I believe this fuel pump should be on too. And these can come on.
Reset parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for immediate start.
Yeah, they're good. Alright. Confirm good engine start. Now get out of
We
here.
have a good engine start.
We got places to go. We gotta get these people to Ibiza. They're pissed. They're pissed. I'm just gonna set this up now. Roll mode. Pitch hold. Just wait for GSX to get out of our way and we can get out of here. Yeah, Eli, it was a bummer, man. We were all set up, ready to go. We were taxiing out, talking about how great this aircraft is, and then it CTD'd on me. Most irritating thing in the world. CTD when you're doing a live stream. I mean, it is awful. I think it's happened to me one other time. And if it happens again, folks, maybe we'll put the ATR on the shelf. And now I'm nervous. Now, like every little stutter, I'm like, well, is that it? All right, left is clear, right is clear. Let's get out of here. Taxi light on. We're moving. Again. This thing just, I mean, you don't need to add any power. Like, just at idle, it tends to, I mean, it rolls. Add a little bit of power. I want to get out of here before we CTD again. There we go. We got better music on now too. I think that may have been it. Alright, let's see. Thing looks good though. I mean, the screens look great. The reflections look pretty cool in VR. I mean, the thing looks great in VR in my opinion. And this tablet's pretty cool too, right? Like the all-in-one tablet, it looks like it belongs there. I'm surprised no one's asked, like, hey, that's a pretty cool tablet they put in this thing. Like, no, that's the all-in-one tablet, folks. That is not the tablet that comes with this aircraft. All right, let's taxi. Runway 10. And the sun's going down too. I've never flown this thing at night. Like I said, I've done 3 flights. Maybe, was it 2 or 3? I can't remember. Folks, this is right about where we CTD'd, isn't it? I'm nervous. This should be on the ND. This can be an on. Turn that on. Let's turn the weather radar on. Not that it works. Maybe get on our center line too. The flight itself should be pretty quick. Awesome. This livery is pretty cool too. I've never heard of this airline in my life, Air Nostrum, but their livery is pretty darn cool. It's kind of old school. Plane looks like it's seen better days too. Like this plane, it looks like this particular one has been flying on the line for a little bit. It just looks kind of, I don't know, kind of dingy or something. Sounds are cool too, right? I think. People have been complaining about the sounds too. Like, oh, it sounds like a King Air. Well, no, not really. I don't know. What do you guys think? Abizabi, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome to our second attempt at not CTDing and actually getting this airplane into the air. All right, we're almost to the end of the taxiway at least. Looks like we're going uphill too. Let's give it a little more gas. Everything's set up. We've got our, I'm calling it an MCP. I don't know what they call it in an ATR, but our MCP is set up right. Our FMA is showing roll hold, low, pitch hold, so that's good. And as soon as we take off, we're gonna go, what is it, 1,000 feet off the ground. We'll put this into climb mode, we'll engage the yaw damper, and then we'll go autopilot on, IAS, nav. That's the plan, anyway. That is the plan. All right. Cool. All right, let's just, we're clear for takeoff. I'm clearing us for takeoff. Strobes on, nav lights on. Let's just take this one here. Let's go line it up. It gets a little busy right after you, right on the departure. So bear with me as I turn knobs and push buttons and hopefully get us into the right mode. All right, 1-0. I see it on the runway. I'm gonna sync the heading bug as soon as we line up here, because we're gonna use heading mode initially. Okay, that looks pretty lined up to me. Step on the brakes, sync the heading bug. Okay. Can go. You put yours in the hangar until you get an update. 3 CTDs. Can't take it anymore. Oh man, that doesn't bode well for this flight. Abizabi, you're decent. How about me? I'm good. I'll be really good if we get through this flight without a freaking CTD. All right, here we go. That all looks good. Flaps are set. Is there a takeoff config, by the way, in this thing? I don't know if there is or not. I probably should have checked that. Oh, there is. Look, is this takeoff config test? I guess that means it's good. I didn't get any warnings. All right, let's go. So we put this into the notch. Oh, and this needs to be in managed speed, idiot. Okay, there we go. Now we're ready to go. Okay, airspeed alive. And let's see, I think we will have that auto rotation too, which is kind of irritating, but whatever. All right, there's 80. There's 100. We're looking for 109, and then we're gonna rotate. There's view 1. Rotate. It kind of does just lift itself off. Huh. All right. Positive rate. You're up. Yaw damper. This goes into climb mode. And then we can go autopilot on. Heading mode. IAS. And it'll pitch to match the managed speed. Why are we descending? It's actually slowing down. I don't think we didn't climb enough to do this, but it's slowing down to match that speed, and then it'll start to pitch back up, hopefully. Come on, pitch up. Flaps up too. There we go. Now we're climbing again. Okay, let's go nav mode. That was messy. I don't think that's the right way to do that. Now we're climbing again. When you put it into IAS mode, it's like flight level change. It'll pitch for the indicated managed speed there. Anyway, toga, exactly. Turboprop toga. Well, we're off. Flaps are up. We're in climb mode. We've got LNAV, IAS, out select, flight level 140. Okay, well, we did it. That pitch down was not, I gotta figure out how to better do that, because if we had any terrain, that would have been really messy, but there she is. We're on our way slowly to Ibiza. That's pretty cool looking. Sounds good. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with it. What are you guys saying? James, what's going on, man? What's going on? What is up? Good to see you. Oh, every weird little flicker, I'm like, that's gonna be a CTD. So we're in managed speed. It wants to hold us at 170 knots in the climb. And look at this, we're climbing at 1,300 feet per minute. Wow, what a performer this thing is. Holy cow. Range this out a little bit. It's gonna see. Oh, I had a major hourglass. Did you guys see that? Oh, I thought we were gonna get another CTD. Oh my gosh, did you guys see that like massive stutter? Oh man. Y'all, if we get through this flight, it'll be a miracle. And then I need to go back and do some serious troubleshooting to figure out why we had that crash to desktop. Hopefully the stream performance is okay. Oh, by the way, it's cool too. As soon as you rotate, it sets the clock for you. So if you're like me and always forget to set the clock, don't worry about it. It's got you covered. So we need to be 5,000 or above at Gummo. I think we'll make it. This thing climbs like a dog. I think my arrow climbs better than this thing does. It's just anemic. But it's turboprop, I guess. I don't know. It's a heavy turboprop. James, VR Sim Pilot, these and Dash 8s fly all over Canada, so you're... Yeah, I know the Dash 8 is... I mean, that thing is just prolific in Canada. I mean, that's a Canadian. It's a de Havilland, so it makes sense. ATRs... I don't know. Do they fly a lot of ATRs in Canada? There aren't that many ATRs in the U.S., really. I know they fly a lot of them around the Caribbean, like South America for those short hops. But in the U.S., I looked on FlightAware and I tried to find some routes in the U.S. using real-world ATR routes. There aren't that many. And look at this thing climb like a slug. Cool looking scenery though. Leaving Spain. What's the transition altitude? So we're in Europe. Okay, 6,000 feet. We set standard at 6,000 feet, not 18,000 feet. I gotta get used to that. But yeah, James, I was checking, because I like to kind of do the flight planning, kind of similar to, to try to find real world flights. Just, I don't know why, it just kind of makes it a little more fun for me. And I had a hard time finding ones in the US, and forgive me again for fiddling with this headset. Somebody messed up my perfect settings that I had my headset on my face, and now it's just not fitting right. I don't know. Maybe my face got fatter or something. Which is possible given all of the junk that I've been eating recently. Alright, that is 6,000, so we said standard. And I guess we need to set it here too. I'm not sure how. I think we have to go to menu. No? Select. I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. There we go. Oh, standard. There we go. Cool. Standard is set, climbing out of 6,500 feet. It's kind of cool on the ND. It'll put your top of climb there, so you can see 1,400. And if we range out, we should see a TOD mark. Okay. Well, it's probably buried in there somewhere. Let's go back to plan mode and step through it. Yeah, there's TOD. All right, cool. We'll fly the full approach. I'm not taking any shortcuts. I don't want to get this thing into some weird state and not be able to get back out of it. So that's cool. All right, well, we got off the ground, folks. We got off the ground. Hakeem, what's up? De-icing system isn't the best on the ATR. That's why you don't see it much in Canada. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because I guess you'd want a pretty good de-icing system if you're flying around. If you're flying around Canada, yeah, that makes sense. It just looks good. I don't know. Kind of a cool looking airplane. I just can't believe it doesn't climb faster than this. Like that, is that realistic? 1,300 feet per minute? $1,100 feet per minute? Is that right, folks? I mean, this doesn't seem right. Like, the flaps are up, the gear is up. I don't know, man. Sir Beaky, what's up? Hi all, hi to you. Hope your day or evening is going well. Alright, cool. Well, let me put the SID away. Pull up the star. So we'll take it from... what is this? Ruxit. And the bottom altitude, it looks like, is 3,000 feet. So we'll, as soon as we get eventually to our top of climb, we'll put it into VNAV mode. And then just spin down our bottom altitude of 3,000 feet. And as far as I know, on this aircraft, you have to manually tune the frequencies. There's like an auto checkbox, but I don't know if that works or not. So what I usually do is I go in here into nav, and I see this. Oh, it's auto is checked, but 13.9. Yeah, so that's not set. So 109.5 is our localizer frequency. What did I say? 109.5. So let's put that in here. 109. Come on. 0.5. Enter. And we'll put it in nav 2 also. 109.5. Enter. Cool. 109.5. 109.5 is in. Oh, 10,000 feet. Lights off. I guess we can turn the seatbelt sign off. It's smooth air up here. Let's turn the lights up a little bit. I haven't messed with these much, or actually at all. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. So these are the overhead lights, and these are the rest of the lights, I guess. Nice. And eventually we'll get up into the cruise. 900 feet per minute? That doesn't seem right. What the heck? Oh, because we passed... Is it trying to accelerate us? No, it's not. It's just clawing its way up. Is that right, guys? Sir Beaky, have I been flying in real life recently? No, because the aircraft... So the Aero just got released by the A&P. After having its number 4 cylinder replaced. Now my partner, actually yesterday, while I was out caddying for my daughter at a golf tournament all day, I didn't have a chance to fly it, but my partner did the initial kind of test flight, and he said that the thing flies smoother than it's ever flown. Not that it like didn't fly smooth, and I mean the engine's always produced really good power, but he said it feels like... He said it feels like right after we changed the oil. Like it just is a smooth performance, full power, no issues, temps are good. So anyway, I hope to get back up in the air sometime this week. Now that we got the plane released back. So, but yeah, man. Bear EX ATR 42600's got a climb speed of 160 knots and can climb at a rate of 1,851 feet per minute. Okay. Well, managed speed has us climbing at 170 knots. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe we should have set the, I guess you can set that in the performance page. I don't know where you even go to set that, to be honest with you. But yeah, you can probably change that to a little bit of a better climb rate, I would imagine. I mean, you could also turn this into like selected mode and just manually control the speed. Like we could, if you spin this thing, like we could take it out of that mode, and I mean now it'll pitch for 100 and 160 knots. Maybe that's what we want. Get a little bit better of a climb, although we're almost to our cruising altitude at this point. I guess these things don't generally get up too high anyway, just because of the short routes. You know, like this is a pretty quick flight, not too much time in the air. But I don't even know what the service ceiling is. I mean, it's pressurized, so, and then the pressurization is all automatic too. It pulls the landing elevation off the FMC, unless you can actually go. All right, we got 1,000 to go. You can go manual and set the landing elevation, but if you just leave it, like right now it's blank, that just means it's in kind of auto mode and it pulls it off the FMS. Okay, 1,000 to go. Once we reach our cruising altitude, I'll put this back in managed mode, and then we'll turn the power management knob into the cruise mode, and then we will chill for a bit. Yeah, okay. Well, we made it to cruise in 500 feet. My sim looks good too, doesn't it? Wow. James, will I fly the Salty 7.4 sometime? Maybe. I downloaded that thing a while ago and was messing with it. It just, maybe it's taken some updates. When I downloaded it and flew it, it didn't really do anything I wanted it to do. So maybe we'll give it another go. We'll see. Fly some cargo routes or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, so it's trying to level off. There we go. Alt is finally captured. We are in the cruise, and now, I mean, you just leave this thing here in what I guess it's called the notch, and we're not going to overspeed the aircraft. I mean, this thing will not exceed like VNE, even with power in like that. Let's go to cruise. Let's go VNAV. Okay, VNAV out, and then I'll just, I mean, we're not on VATSIM, so I can just spin this all the way down to 3,000 feet. Why did I get that? Oh, okay, it's just the altitude alerter. Why does it say VNAV out star? Like, we didn't not, like, anyway, I don't know what that's all about. So we'll spin this down to flight level. Well, it shouldn't be flight level 30. It says FL. Okay, well, there's 3,000 feet set. So now we should just, as soon as we hit top of descent, VNAV should take over, and we should be just descending on the VNAV profile. So we'll see. Barracks. For those who want to learn the ATR, you can search. Yeah, man, fly with Magnar. Yeah, I actually watched a couple of his videos. That guy, I think he's like an instructor on the ATR. He has so many videos. I mean, like, if you really want to learn this thing, Bear is right. Go check out his videos. I mean, they're videos with the real ATR, not even the sim. They're really good. I watched a couple. Guys, I didn't have a lot of time this week to really get into this thing. So, I mean, I said it a couple times already. This is not a tutorial on how to fly this. This is just checking this thing out in VR. Oh, one thing we can do a cabin tour. If I can manage to do that. Hold on, this is always tricky in VR. Hold on. I need to go and look back here first, and then set my view, and then turn around, and now we can go back into the cabin. And this always works out well. It's pretty cool. Everything's modeled, like little cargo area here. All the seats. Hello, hello. Hello. Good to see you. Yeah. Excuse me. Coming through. Yeah. Watch yourself there. You move your leg, please. Thank you. Trying to come through. Trying to get back to the lav. So yeah, it's modeled. I mean, it's pretty good. I don't know. In VR, it looks good to me. All the way back here. I don't think this is modeled. I can't go into the bathroom. No. Whoa. Nope. 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 Back up. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. Oh, there you guys are. Huh, hello. take our chat with us wherever we go, and we take our tablet too, of course. Where's the wing? Do we get a wing view? Oh, it's way up here. Let's see. That's as far. Oh, we can't go over. There we go. Yeah. I don't think I'd want this seat. So yeah, pretty cool. All right, let's go back up front. It makes me nervous not being on the flight deck. Close the doors. I like these doors too. They're like bifold doors. There we go. All right, back up front where we belong. And I think that's Ibiza off the nose there. We've accelerated to 218 knots. Man, we are just blasting along here, aren't we? So I'm going to just put blind faith in VNav, and we'll see how it does. So this will be a good test. Let's see how VNav works on this aircraft. So I've selected 3,000 feet, which is kind of the bottom altitude on this star from what I can tell. And we'll see how it does. Let's sync the heading bug. Another really good tutorial series, honestly, is 737 NG driver did a pretty cool. He ripped out a whole tutorial series in like a day on how to get this thing going cold and dark. And I mean, he's actually using the checklist and taking his time and stuff like that. So if you guys really want, if you bought this aircraft and really want to learn how to fly it in the sim, I would highly recommend just checking out 737 driver, 737 NG drivers tutorial series on this aircraft. It's really pretty good. What a beautiful day here. Holy cow. I wish I was here in real life. It is nasty here in the DC area. Like, just, it's been raining all day. Like, just disgusting gray, horrible weather. I need to refresh these. Hold on. There we go. Let's get the weather at Ibiza. What are we doing here? Actually, we need to put some stuff into our performance page. Let's go to perf. Where do I go to enter in? Oh, here it is. Yeah, okay. So QNH 1014. This is kind of like the Airbus. The winds are 090 at 5. Well, we really should probably be using the other runway, but we're not going to. 090 at 5, and you have to put in the gust factor too, which is 0. So that's all in. So we'll land with a little bit of a tailwind, but we're fine. Long runway, no problem. Transition altitude is, I think it's 6,000 feet. Is that right? Transition altitude by ATC. What does it say on the approach plate? I think it's 6,000 feet, guys. Transition altitude, we'll go with 6,000. Cool. So that's all in. So approach speed 109 knots. So there we go. There we go. Hang on one second. Sorry about this, folks, but I gotta do this. Sometimes if you take the focus off of the sim, in my experience in VR, it actually makes things smoother. How's the stream looking, by the way? About a week ago, I made some changes to the some of the settings I used to stream in VR, and I think I watched a couple streams back, portions of them, and it seems to have smoothed things out nicely. So you guys tell me. And don't forget, if you're liking the stream, don't forget to hit like, and if you want to see more of it, don't forget to hit subscribe. More content like this. And if we can get through this flight without a CTD, maybe we'll do some more flights in the ATR. Maybe around the Caribbean. I don't know. That's where I did my test flights. Was in the Caribbean, kind of hopping around some of the islands, doing like 30-minute, airtime type flights. Which this thing is just perfect for. Like, you can do a couple of sectors. Now, the one thing I've not done yet is like a multi-leg flight where, and I've heard. So again, I read some stuff on simulator.com forums. It's a little wonky to get this thing reset, but apparently if you add in like a new flight plan route, like a new pair, it'll reset the flight plan. And if you reset the weights, it'll reset the performance for you too, and you can do a new flight. So we shall see. I don't know if we'll have time, folks, to do 2 sectors. Phone is buzzing again. Hang on 1 second, folks. Answer this text. It's my wife. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. My wife and daughter are out running errands, and they are going to be home soon, so I'm going to shut the flight deck door. There's the airport, so we're on a very high downwind. Now, top of descent is way up here, I guess. Again, I'm sort of putting my blind faith in VNav at this point. We'll see. James, will I go to San Juan, Puerto Rico in the sim? Yeah, why not, man? Yeah, we could actually probably, I bet you there's like Air Caribe or like Bahamas Air flights from San Juan to like, oh, we could go to St. Martin. Yeah, that's a good idea in the ATR. I think that's a great idea, actually. Why do we feel really high? It feels like we're super high. But again, we got a top of descent marker here. Okay. I mean, we're good here. These are like 4,000 feet or above, 4,000 above, 3,000 or above, so they're not, hard altitudes. And we're only at flight level 140, so I mean, I guess we're doing okay. But yeah, San Juan, that's a good idea. Puerto Rico, yeah, I've never been to Puerto Rico. I've been to other islands in the Caribbean, but I've never been to Puerto Rico. One thing I did do too, I initially when we started this flight before the CTD, I had the I scene Ibiza scenery linked in, and I unlinked it before I started the sim. I don't know. It probably wasn't the issue, but I didn't want to take any chances, so just default scenery today as we head into Ibiza. I don't know what island that is. Is that Palma? I don't know this area very well. That's a cool screenshot right there. We've got to be getting close here. I mean, geez. Again, just kind of a test of VNav. Let's see how it calculated things. I don't know. We could always, if we're way too high, we'll just do a 360 and descend in vertical speed mode or something like that. But kind of wanted to test this out. In the past, VNav has worked okay enough, like on the few test flights I've done in this thing. So I think we're going to be okay, but we'll see. Can range in, and again, there's click spots on all these screens that, there's a little, the EFB that comes with the aircraft has a little cheat sheet. But honestly, I think the click spots are harder to use in VR than just actually, because in VR you can just look down and manipulate the controls, with the buttons and knobs and stuff. So I've just been using the actual, controls in the aircraft and not the click spots. But there are click spots, and I think in 2D it probably helps a lot. Okay, there goes Ibiza. Come back. Oh, man. Shaba, what's going on, man? Good day? Yes, so far so good, except we had to work through a crash to desktop, so I had to restart the entire flight. Before we even got off the ground, we were taxiing out to runway 10, and I had a CTD. So that's why this is taking so long. But yeah, I'm enjoying it now that, you know, now that we're flying, and I'm just, knock on wood, that we actually complete the flight. All right, we're about to get to TOD here, so I'm expecting, there we go. Hey, look at that. All right, we got our vertical path marker there. And there it goes. So we need to pull power back manually. And down we go. Okay. So this wants us at 220 knots. The star kind of mandates 220 knots here. So let's respect that. We're a little bit high on the profile, but not terrible. See this? I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but there's our vertical path. We're a little high. But we are descending. Sort of. We're descending very slowly. Why is this not in VNAV? VNAV path. There we go. I don't know why it took us out of VNAV. Alright, so that was weird. So now we're back on our VNAV path, and we need to slow down. Let's just go to idle. The power seems a little touchy. Like the power levers seem a little bit, I would say, touchy. All right, let's turn the seatbelt sign and the no device sign back on. All right, well, we're descending okay on the path at this point. Let's speed up a little bit. Not that much. See how touchy it is? Like, see that trend indicator just shoot way up? That's just idle, but then one tick out of idle and it's like, it's too much. So I don't know, we'll just descend in idle. Rust. No, it's too much. Whoa, and what happened to our VNAV path? What the heck is going on here? What was that? I don't know if you guys saw that. That was weird. Okay. I don't know, folks. Shaba, you purchased the ATR and haven't tried it yet? Cool. Yeah, give it a shot. I don't know. It's not bad. Speed's getting slow here. VNAV is a little interesting, let's just say. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but I don't know. What do we say the QNH was when it's time? It was 1014. 1014. All right, let's go ahead and turn the... See, look at that. Jumps way up there, and now we're going to start to descend again. We're like porpoising. And now it's way down there. What the heck? All right, landing lights can come on. And like the Airbus, you can select. Okay, it looks like approach is selected. Approach mode is selected here. Okay, good. And again, VAP is 109 knots. All right, not bad. Abdullah, ABS. Oh, like the ABS, like the anti-skid. What are you talking about? ABS? I'm not sure. I don't know what that means. Sorry. All right. And we're making the turn now. We're looking okay. Looking okay. 210 knots. We need to slow down. 210 knots is the speed restriction at the next fix. So let's just go to idle. And I think what we'll do once we make the turn here and get on our final approach is we'll just go heading mode. Okay, let's increase the power a little bit here. That was a little aggressive. Oh, there we go. All right. Now, missed approach altitude 3,000 feet. We'll pretend that we briefed this entire approach. 109.5 is in. 241 is the
Final approach course. We're getting really slow. 241 is our final approach course once we make this turn. We're still descending nicely on our VNAV path. We got really slow though. We don't need to be this slow. 180 knots. Matt Osborne, what's going on? Welcome. Just in time to catch the landing. Let's make sure that we have our flight monitor up and running. We do. Let's reset it just to make sure. All right, and then let's sync the heading bug. And we're gonna go heading mode. And then I think we'll just arm the approach. Man, the sim is looking good though, right? Visually, I think this thing looks pretty cool. I think they did a good job. Again, people were nitpicking it to death over on the forums. It's like, come on, man, 20 bucks. 20 US dollars for this thing. Give me a break. All right, sync the heading bug. Can we go approach mode? I've read that you can't go into approach mode with this in LNAV. Let's find out. I think that's an accurate statement. All right, heading mode. Why can't I arm the approach, folks? Why can I not arm the approach? What is going on? Do I need to be here? Oh, looks like we captured the localizer glide slope. All right. Okay, well, there we go. Mr. Approach altitude is already set. Did we? Oh, we didn't set our. We need to set standard. Unset standard. It was 1.4 on the altimeter. What's our MDA? We didn't do this. 279 feet. We'll go 280 feet. We need to set this over here to MDA so it stops flashing. Very good. Final approach course was 241. Why is that not turning? It is turning. Oh my gosh, it takes forever. We're on the glide slope already, so that's good. .241 is set. Cool. Let's go. Approach flaps. Landing lights are on, seatbelt signs are on. Just a suggestion, maybe I could stream a flight while approaching the destination, do a bit of advertising for the attractions. Yeah, that's a good idea, man. That's a really good idea. Guys, don't forget, by the way, if you're liking this stuff, don't forget to hit the like button. It helps the channel out a lot. Helps to get the word out about VR. We need to slow down. So yeah. James, what do I like more, a piston prop or a turboprop? I mean, I like turboprops. I like the King Air. That's probably my favorite. Just because I don't have one. I mean, I like the Aero because I got one. So I like pistons like that, like the Bonanza, the Aero. But then for twins, I like twin turboprops. Okay, we're getting kind of close here. Trying to slow down. Once we chuck the gear out, we'll start to slow down a lot. I see the runway. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't know any. I mean, I know Ibiza is good for beaches, so that's about all I know about this place. I've never been here in real life. But Shaba, that's a good idea. Maybe I can do a little research and yeah. Captain Stan, what's up, man? Am I on Ultra? Mostly Ultra with some high sprinkled in. Like, I think the clouds I have on set on high. Let's go gear down. That'll give us a lot of drag and get us to within final approach flap extension speed. Missed approach altitude is set. This needs to go back to takeoff. Alright, and we can go next flaps and slow down to 109 knots. Runway's in sight. Beautiful day here in Ibiza. She's slowing down nicely. This thing will slow down like on a dime. Like you don't need to worry about slowing down. In fact, it tends to slow down too much on final, to be honest with you. .109 is our approach speed. Hakeem, what's up, man? The Black Square King Air. I know, I love that thing, Hakeem. I love it. That is my favorite turboprop in real life and in the sim. Shaba, Ibiza is good for partying. Yep, that's about it. That's what I've heard anyway. Oh, we're getting slow. I don't think they'd even let me like into Ibiza. I think I'm too old. All right, now landing this thing, it lands kind of. I mean, the flare is very minimal from what I found, but we'll see. Let's just take over here. All right, let's hand fly it. Winds are nothing. It flies so slow though. It's like it makes the final so long. It's like, oh my gosh. Like it takes forever to get in there. Oh, Captain Stan, thanks for the sub, man. Welcome. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, I'm gonna try to stream a little bit more this week. Last week was just my wife was out of town, so it was my daughter and I, and it was pretty much impossible to find time to stream consistently. But yeah, Captain Stan, look forward to seeing you on some future ones. Check out the Discord too; it's pretty fun over there. We have a good time. Alrighty, I see 2 reds and 2 whites. We're looking good on speed, and again, there's 3 reds and 1 white. Now we're a little bit low, but that's okay because Microsoft loves to just put you high on those pappies. So I actually like to fly them at like 1 white, 3 reds. Let's get back on our center line here. Fly this thing like we've actually flown an aircraft before. Yeah, look at this. I mean, we've been on final for what, a day now? Getting a little slow. I don't want to be too low and slow. Let's use a little trim to make our life easier. Yeah, there's the trim warning. If you hold down the trim, it'll make that cool noise. Oh, speed, yep. Yep. A little bit slow. Rookie. I mean, it feels so slow. I mean, it's like landing the Arrow. And here's where we start. All right, 500 feet. Let's go. Keep it coming down. I don't want to get high. There's the trim.
Approaching minimum.
Ibiza. Smell the salt air now. Now we're high. See?
Minimum.
Continue. We were high. Kind of diving for it here.
$100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Just hold it off.
10.
Very little flare. Like no flare almost. We're down. We can go reversers. The nose really drops down too. It's funny. Like there it goes. Awesome. Welcome to Ibiza, everybody. Laps up. That's it. We're here. We did it. No CTD. Knock on wood. We're not done yet. Let's see if we can get it back to a gate or a ramp, I guess. I don't even... Where do we park this thing? All right, let's clear the active runway. That should be good enough, right? Are we clear of it? Oh yeah, we're way clear of it. Cool. Landing lights off. Taxi light on. Strobe light off. All right, cool. James, that's the same as what? Oh, as the CJ4 when it slows down really quick. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like you can just chop and drop. That's the citation. Exactly. Cool. All right. Flight director can come off. What else do we need to do? This can go into standby. Weather radar can go off. I'm trying to do a million things at once here. And taxi. Well, where do we go? Now I wish I hadn't had removed the INI Ibiza scenery because it's really good, but I just didn't want to risk a CTD. So we don't want a gate. This thing, you don't need a jetway with this. Why don't we just park it maybe in between those two gates right there? We'll see. James, the second you put it in final, it starts to descend. And it downward drop to the runway. Exactly. It sort of plummets. Cool. All right, let's park it. Again, I really have no idea. I'm just going to kind of put it over here. Again, this is not a parking spot, but this is where we're going to put it anyway. Actually, I don't know if GSX will even push us back if we park there. Tell you what. We will put it here and not use the jetway. How's that? This thing turns on a dime, by the way. Like the steering is crazy. Again, this is not an accurate parking spot. But we'll put it here and set the parking brake. And let's check our... well, all right. You know what we should have done? Okay. How do we do this? I wish I had a checklist. We need to, after 2 minutes, and we should have set a timer. We didn't. We can shut down engine 1. Okay, so that's stopping. Good. And now we can put engine 2 into hotel mode. Right, so if we put this into feather and then engage the prop brake. Hang on a second. I think we need to push this button first for the aux hydraulics. Oops. Right? So that should stop turning. Why is it not stopping? We're in feather. We got a whole bunch of warnings. Oops. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. Why is that not going into lock mode? Do we need to put like the chocks on or something? Yeah, chocks. It's not right. I'm doing something wrong here, folks. Oh. That looked like it was starting to engage too. Hang on. Maybe we need to wait. I don't know. BNAV Path, what's going on, man? Good to see you. All right, let's put the, let's just attach the GPU and shut this thing down. There, ground power units attached. There we go. So shut down that one. Great. What else? Probably these can come off. What else? All this can come off. I'll check the landing rate in a second here. I think all these come off as well. Off, off. These stay where they are. No, those come off. Cool. Taxi light can come off as well. Beacon light off. Engine should be shut down by now. And we can release the people. Awesome. Shaba, how do I get my VR stream settings right? Haha, that's a longer conversation, man. I have a lot of stuff going on with Oculus Mirror and stuff like that. Oculus Mirror, Streamlabs, so many settings. Let's check the landing rate. Ooh, 157 feet per minute. I thought it was better than that. 1.15 Gs. Huh. Okay. Well, that's not bad. VNAV path, you're doing good. Awesome, man. Glad to hear it. So we're pretty much shut down. What time is it? I thought maybe I'd have time for another sector, but I hate to say this. It's, doing great. Things are going, with the ATR, things are going pretty good. We managed to complete a full flight to Ibiza, so that's kind of cool. Let's go for one more. Let's see what we can do here. I don't know. I don't know if we'll get this all done or not. Let's try to get to Palma. So let me pull something up on my iPad. We'll do another sector and see if we can get through it. Give me 1 second, folks. I just need to look at my iPad to pull up the sim brief profile. Why is it not letting me? Hold on. I want to see if we can turn the plane around and go on another leg. So let's go Ibiza to Palma. I've already got this loaded up. Use suggested route. Hold on 1 second here. All right, let's go ahead and generate this. All right, so I just generated the sim brief plan for a flight from Ibiza to Palma. Now let's see if we can make it happen. I've never done this. I've never done 2 legs in this aircraft. So let's see. Let's reset that and leave it open. Let's go here to sim brief. Let's load data. All right, there it is. So that's good. Let's go. I've got to get more fuel. I got to reset the fuel and payload. So let's do that here. 3827 is the fuel that we need. We've got, actually we almost have enough. 3827. I hate having to use this. It's really hard to do in VR. 3944. We'll go with that. Payload is 13,800 pounds. That's pretty good right there. For a takeoff weight of 46.4. 47, that's fine. We'll go with that. We're good there. All right, now let's see how this goes in terms of resetting everything. So flight director's off. We can basically, there's not really a way to reset this, but I think that'll do. We need to go back to init, wait. Hold this down. Uh-oh. Yeah, this isn't working now. Can we clear it? No. Darn it. Oh, or is that? That is the correct weight, right? Hang on. Maybe it did it. 3994. Now 38. No, it's not working. Well, let's enter it manually. Fuel 3944. Okay, and 0 fuel weight. It's not going to tell us, unfortunately, but maybe that is enough. The gross weight is 46559. so let's do 0 fuel weight of, I don't know, 38,000. I can't do math. What does that give us? 41,994. No, that's way off. Oh, there we go. 46,615. 46,559. Okay. And actually, can we set this exactly to what it is? Okay, that's pretty good. All right, so we reset that. And the trim is 0.9 up. So let's go 0.9 up. Good. We need to initialize our flight plan. Route. There we go. I think this is going to work, folks. You like to be busy in flight? Yeah, me too. It's a lot more fun. So let's go to our summary. We're going from LEIB to, what's Palma? Lebel. L-E-B-L. Cool. And that's going to cause a big hourglass. Don't crash. Don't crash. Uh-oh. 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 I think we... Oh, no, there it came back. All right. So we're going to use runway 24. And it's going to be the lamp to echo to Lampa. So let's execute that. And then at Lebel, it's going to be, we're using 24 left apparently. So we'll use ILS 24 left Zulu, I assume, and it's the lamp to Papa. Where is it? I don't see it. Uh-oh. Why don't I see that arrival? Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. I don't see the I don't see that star. Why not? Oh, great. Nipa. Oh, because I got the wrong... Oh, no. I screwed that up. Oh, no, 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 no. You're right. Okay. Nuts. Yep, good call. That's the alternate. What an idiot. Oh, my gosh. All right, I'm going too fast. All right, init. Flight plan init. Route. Yeah, it's LEIB. Thank you for that, VNAV path. Thank you. Yes, you're right. LEIB to Lipa. Thank you. And this is going to be a real quick flight. Well, let's see how this aircraft does at resetting things multiple times. Okay, execute that. Okay, that's better. All right. Okay, 2-4. We got it. Lamp to echo. Execute. To Lipa. We'll use ILS 2-4 left. It's probably a Zulu, right? 2-4 left Zulu, and then there we go. Lamp to Papa. Perfect. Oh, all right. And what VIA do we want? So we need to reload this. Let's unload that. Import flight. Import from SimBrief. I just generated it. There it is. Good. Okay. Let's hide that. Actually, no. Let's pull up. What do we say? 2-4 left. ILS Zulu. Let's take a look at it. Via what? First of all, let's take a look at the arrival. I guess from the Mallorca VOR, right? And that should put us right onto the approach. Yeah, cool. MJV. Awesome. Execute. And let's take a look. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, no, 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 no. What was that? Everything just reset. What the heck was that? Ah. Guys, my sim is doing weird stuff right now. I'm not sure what just happened there, folks. Everything just reset. What? Alright, we're back. Is hand tracking possible? Yes, depending on your headset, but you need to set it up with OpenXR Toolkit, and I don't know how to do that. I've never tried it. Alright, sorry about that. Something glitched on us there. Alright, let's check the... go to plan view, make sure there's no discontinuities. Because we're not in plan view. There we go. There's a discontinuity right there. Let's get rid of that. Execute. Yeah, this is a super quick flight. And there it is. Cool, that looks good. Awesome. Back to that view. Let's go to our performance calculations. We got 109 for rotation, 109 for VR, 109 for rotation. That seems like it was the same as before. Let's go back to performance. Let's confirm the takeoff data. Awesome. I think that's right. We're in manage mode. Cool. Our cruise altitude is, what? We'll get out of here in a second. This shouldn't take too long. Hakeem, you've seen this bug before, and it seemed to be the when the Oculus app crashed on you. Oh, nah, I think we're still good with the Oculus app. I don't know what that was. That was weird. Let's go back here. Load data. Flight level 110. FL 110. Cool. That's in. I think we're ready to go, folks. Pull up our flight plan page. Let's get the weather. Go to VADSIM radio. Flight plans. Refresh plans. Pull up this one. Oh, well, we're not on VATSIM, but VATSIM is online. LEIB weather. QNH 1015. Need to set that here. 1015. Cool. Let's actually make sure that we still have... Yeah, that's all set correctly. Awesome. Well, I think we're ready to go. Let's start it up. Lipa is Palma. Yeah, I got that. I got it now. I screwed that up earlier, but I think we're good now. Yeah, we're good. Oops. Flight plan. Let's set our transponder. That's already set, but it's in the standby. Cool. All right. Put this. Actually, let's put it here, and let's start up the engines. Let me do one thing real quick. Make sure that. I just like to set the focus to a different window other than the sim. It just makes it smoother for some reason. Let's go back to our ND. And let's get set up. Second flight of the day. Should be, actually that can be on. These can come on. These can come back on. All of these can come on. These come on. These stay off. Emergency exit lights are already armed. Seatbelt sign and no device sign on. Crew oxygen is already on. This all looks good. Let's start up. Whoops, that was already on. Let's go start A. And let's put the wing light on to let them know that we are starting. And let's start it up. All right. Uh-oh. What'd I do? Does it have to be on A and B? Oh, this sucks. Look, there's... I'm getting no... Are you kidding me? The fuel pump's on? I don't think so. Oh, folks, there's no... I'm not getting any rotation here. Why? I have read about this bug, folks. Oops, probably shouldn't have done that. Shit. I have read about this bug. I don't think we're going to be able to get out of here. Our flight plan is still in there, so that's good. Come on. Yeah, I read about this where people have had a hard time starting up the aircraft after, like, for a second leg. I don't know if you guys have seen this. I'm not doing anything wrong here, right? I mean, everything is set. So we should just be able to go here and then here. And we're getting nothing. Oh, this sucks. Well, folks, I think we're screwed. I think we are screwed. I don't know why. I mean, everything is where it's supposed to be. VNAV path, you only fly in the 320 Neo. Yeah, I like that one. I haven't flown that one in a while. Yeah, what the heck? Everything that's supposed to be on is on, guys. What the heck? Well, we're not showing any voltage. Are our batteries dead? I mean, what the heck, folks? Let's go to the emergency. We started off the emergency battery. I have no clue. This is actually showing voltage, right? No, it's... I don't know, folks. Well, ground air not connected? I don't think we shouldn't need ground air. Not to crank the... I mean, you can't even connect ground air. It's just GPU. I mean, this is how you do it from a cold and dark startup. I don't know what else... There's nothing else that needs to be set up here. I mean, these are all on. The only thing I can think of is that the battery's dead. And this is showing nothing. Oops. I think we have a dead battery.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it. I don't know. I've read about this bug before, so sorry about that. We're not going to do the second flight. I'll do some more research, and then we'll figure that out. So anyway, I guess we're going to leave it here, and we're going to leave it here in Ibiza. And the poor people that wanted to go to Palma are just going to have to wait until we can figure out what the heck went wrong, because, I mean, I'm getting nothing from the starter. Crank. I don't know. It's probably something I screwed up, but nothing's working. So the GPU provides air for an engine start. No, no, but you don't. I mean, you can start it off the battery. I mean, the way you do it from cold and dark is you just there's no bleed air initially. I mean, it's a battery start, right? You go start A and B, or B or A, and then you just go start, and it should crank the engine. Now, let's try one more thing. Let's try to start the left engine first. Yeah, nothing's working. That sucks. And I don't know. I'm not gonna. I can't. I read about this on the flightsimulator.com forums that you can't, like, there are issues when you try to do 2 flights like this, and I thought maybe we could get away with it, and apparently we can't. So folks, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna call it. Hope you enjoyed the first leg and only leg. We'll do some research and figure out what may have gone wrong, and then maybe we'll try another flight tomorrow if I can figure it out. Anyway, I should have kept at least 2 engines running in hotel, engine 2 running in hotel mode. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have shut it down. Maybe that was too ambitious. I mean, technically, you should be able to start it back up. I don't know what's going on, but sorry, folks. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. If you like the flight, hit like. Sorry about the second leg. And maybe we'll do another one tomorrow night if I have time, after some research. And yeah, maybe we'll just keep engine 2 in hotel mode and not shut it down. Anyway, y'all have a good night, good day, and thanks for watching. And again, sorry about the second leg, but hopefully we'll see you on the next one. All right, good night for now. Bye-bye.